What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake Remastered Part 7, where we're here in the forest trying to reach the radio station. It's been a little while since we've recorded, so I'm trying to remember what happened last. But regardless, we're here. Somewhere. We're gonna have to utilize these spotlights to go where I desire. Or in this case, an actual flashlight. Well, we only need one, we don't need both.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
One, come in. Over.
Yeah, they do sound like an ideal weapon, no? Oh yeah, that's right, the police are chasing us. Wow, I killed them. Kind of crazy. Owie. Shit. I guess I shouldn't be so conservative with those things. You know? Jeez, what's this one? Batteries. Let's listen to this.
You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, let's move. Something is right there. Yeah, that's great.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
So am I. Just trying to get away. Jeez, Holy shit! I have no health for this. Bit on the ridiculous side, don't you think? Start it. There we go. Now we can rest a moment. Especially now that I have an actual weapon. We still have 3 flare grenades, which are pretty powerful. Now 2. I should probably try going this way. That worked. Hopefully that killed that guy.
I hope Maine
Are we
could
back at
lend
the
me a
trailer
car
park?
to get to the coal mine.
Dad, it's Lorna Miles.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
No, I just don't see why it's
Some spotlights. Interesting.
the sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls.
Oh, he's the radio guy.
1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Yeah, please do.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Yo.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear
Nope,
me?
I don't hear you.
Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
I guess we're going this way.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
What is in this direction? I have one flare shot to work with. One flash grenade. Yeah, of course. Okay, at least we have that running. And we have flares now. Oh good, we actually have a weapon. Other than the flare gun, I mean. What the heck? Guess we're going this way. Someone's behind me.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Or maybe they were. There we go. The darkness controls the Taken. Shotgun 2. How many things are we supposed to be encountering in this place? Enough of them, clearly. Holy shit. There we go. Holy crap. Must be something in this direction. Maybe this way too? This way looks optional. And looks like there might be a page we can read up ahead. Let's grab it.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
What does this button do? Oh, that would have helped earlier. Batteries too? Huge. Oh, apparently those spotlights only last so long. Another page.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
A lot of things here. We're going from having nothing at the beginning of this episode to having a plethora of items.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again. I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I guess we'll have to find out. Well, under the bridge we go. What we'll find, nobody knows.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Clearly. Holy shit. Okay, that
Said sure.
is
I hoped I could find a car from there.
not ideal. Okay, I guess we go back up and kill whatever the hell the darkness tries to control. It's not like I can shoot it. You know?
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
It's an understatement. All I can kind of do is hope for the best and be here. I should be fine from this angle, I believe. Something else trying to assault me? Yep. Jeez. A little excessive, no? I'm gonna have to like take this one step at a time. Or something. Because this is a little ridiculous. Well, we got a checkpoint, so I think we're okay. At least for the moment.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Up we go.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Yeah, it would seem so. Not just people, but objects. Full on that, apparently. Did I call 911? There we go. Well, we can go in now. Thankfully. Oh, goodness gracious. If we're not careful, we could be doomed. In light, you can hurt them. Yeah, we've learned as much. Okay, what's in this room?
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
That hurt me. That's kind of lame. Whatever. Hmm. Bad. Didn't think we were gonna be fighting a freaking loader today. Ridiculous. Let's grab the rest of these items and get the show on the road. Apparently we missed one. As long as it's only the one and not another loader. Revolver ammo. And we're full on batteries. We can only have 20 batteries at a time. It's good to know. I do think this is actually probably a good spot for us to end today's episode, though, of Alan Wake Remastered. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys have, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of today's episode. If you're new to my channel or have been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, and do not forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. On the next episode, we're going to try to find a vehicle, which I'm assuming is this truck. Maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. But I'll see you then. Goodbye.